Day. Welcome to the City of Los Angeles. If you are on the line, if you can please raise your hand by pressing *9 or clicking the raise hand icon if you're joining us through the Zoom application. I will go ahead and add you as a panelist so that you can interact and see our board this morning. We are trying to get started about 10:08, 10:10 at the latest. Great, seeing no other hands raised at this time, I am going to open up the audio line for BCA Department of Public Works. If you can please unmute your microphone. Is this by any chance Jessica Lopez, BCA Department of Public Works?
Hi, good morning, Fernando. Yes, it is.
Okay, I just took a wild shot there. I'm going to go ahead and add you. We were missing you as presenter, so I'm going to go ahead and add you as a panelist. Once you accept the invitation, you can go ahead and change your name on your end to your name.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great. At this time, we do have our HBCU Engineering Day students do have a tight schedule, and we're trying to get started by 10:10 at the latest so that we can get them back to their regularly scheduled Engineering Day activities. We will add those students that are joining us a little later to the panel as they join the Board of Public Works. At this time, we're going to go ahead and move forward with identifying any callers on the line that would like to provide general public comments or commentary on any of the items for today's agenda. If you can please raise your hand at this time by pressing *9 or click the raise hand icon. Again, this is for members of the general public that would like to provide general public comment or commentary on any of the items for today's agenda. If you can please raise your hand at this time by pressing *9 or clicking the raise hand icon if you're joining us through the Zoom application. Seeing no hands raised, we'll do one last call for general public comment. If you're a member of the general public and would like to provide general public comment or commentary on any of the items for today's agenda, if you can please raise your hand at this time by pressing *9 or click the raise hand icon if you're joining us through the Zoom application. Seeing no hands raised, we'll go ahead and move forward and start testing our video and our audio equipment for our commissioners. Commissioners, good morning to you. If you can please turn on your video cam, I will go ahead and start spotlighting you for the public. And again, if you are a student through the HBCU Engineering Day and just joining us for the Board of Public Works meeting, we would like to welcome you to the City of Los Angeles. And at this time, if you can please raise your hand by pressing *9 or click the raise hand icon, we will go ahead and add you as a panelist so that you can interact and see our board this morning. Again, this is for our students for our HBCU Engineering Day. Seeing no other hands raised, I'll go ahead and start spotlighting you commissioners. Dr. Davis, I am going to spotlight you first, and then also, if you want to test your audio for us.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you so much. I will go ahead and also change your name on my end so that everyone see. And Dr. Davis, not all 12 students are on the line. We do have about half of the students are on the line.
Okay.
But you can, I believe you have the list of all students, and if you'd like, you can just name their names.
Okay, so do you want me to start now?
Not yet. We have to start the meeting, and then the president will start the meeting and then do the minutes, and then we'll pass the virtual mic to you.
Sure.
And good morning, Commissioner Reyes. Thank you for your patience.
Good morning.
And let me go ahead and spotlight President Garcia. Good morning, President Garcia.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
And VP Villegas. Good morning. Do you want to test your audio for us?
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And Commissioner Corzine, if you can turn on your video cam for us, that would be great. And Dr. Davis, it does appear that LA Filtration Plant plus the Hyperion Engineering students, we do have a couple of students in those sign-ins, so you may have all 12 students present.
Okay. Let me know when you want to start. Thank you.
We're almost there.
Not a problem.
Give us one more minute. And Commissioner Corzine, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Perfect. And President Garcia, we have all commissioners on the line, all presenters are on the line, and I believe all the students from HBCU are here as well. If you'd like, I can go ahead and start the audio recording for you.
Yes, please.
Perfect. Thank you. President Garcia, you are now in record mode.
Great, thank you. All right, let's get started. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting for the Board of Public Works for Wednesday, August 10, 2022. Dr. Campos?
Good morning, everyone. Fernando Campos, Executive Officer, establishing roll call and quorum for today. We have President Garcia, Vice President Villegas, President Pro Tem Davis, and Commissioners Corzine and Reyes. President Garcia, you do have a quorum at this time. President Garcia, at this time, we do not have any callers on the line under general public comment. We also have no commentary under the neighborhood council comment section. And we also do not have any callers on the line for public comments on any of the items for today's agenda as well.
Dr. Campos, public comments now officially closed. Moving us on to the approval of the minutes. Is there a second to my motion to move to approve the minutes of Wednesday, July 27, 2022?
Second.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Davis. I was going to take Dr. Davis on that one. Dr. Campos, there's a first by me and a second by Dr. Davis to approve the minutes of Wednesday, July 27. Move them forward and forthwith as well.
Absolutely. We'll start the voting tabulation now. At this time, we'll start with you, President Garcia.
Aye.
Vice President Villegas,
Aye.
President Pro Tem Davis,
Aye.
Commissioner Corzine,
Aye.
and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
Motion is adopted and carries unanimous. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Campos. Well, colleagues and members of the public, it's a very special day again, like always, having our meetings, but today's equally and even more special as we get to introduce some of our HBCU intern students. So I'm going to pass it over to Dr. Davis as he will lead us into the introductions of some of our students that are currently, I hear, at doing the hard work in here in some of our divisions in sanitation. Oh, there you are. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Okay.
Looks fun out there. All right, Dr. Davis, how are you?
And if
Thank you so.
And if you are a student, if you can just turn on your video cams, we'd love to spotlight you for everyone. Thank you all. I apologize for the interruption.
Thank you. Thank you so much, President Garcia and distinguished members of the Los Angeles Board of Public Works. It's my honor today to allow the residents, the interns who are matriculating in our Engineering Day program to introduce themselves. But before they do, this is a grant that we have obtained from the City of Los Angeles Innovation Commission, and that commission funds ideas that are innovative, that get the kind of results that enhance the City of Los Angeles. We have a study that told us that there is a need to increase the numbers of engineers in the African American community in the City of Los Angeles. We are at parity in terms of the Asian American community and the Latino community in terms of hiring engineers. And we're proud of that fact. And also we are seeking to achieve the same measure as it relates to the African American community, which is a significant part of the Los Angeles community in general. Having said that, we have 3 programs that the Innovation Commission has allowed us to help implement. We have a Hallmark program, which is an intensive 6-week program, which was administered online, and it was also implemented by the Bureau of Sanitation that had oversight. Our second program are those individuals who are interns who are here today, an Engineering Day program, and it allows each of those who are participating to get an opportunity to examine the various engineering projects of the particular selected bureaus and departments participating, which in Engineering Day includes the Bureau of Engineering, the Port of Los Angeles, also the Department of Transportation, and one other department who is involved. And I think the most unique thing about this program is that each of the interns will get an opportunity to see the projects. For example, in the Bureau of Engineering, which is the principal oversight department managing this program, they will have given those interns who participate with them today an opportunity to visit the Vision Theater, where we are doing restoration and where we have had an opportunity to include residents in the building of that landmark Performing Arts Center in the Leimert Park area. Additionally, they will get an opportunity to visit a park and recreation facility also led by the Bureau of Engineering, the Obama Recreation Facility. And I know that the mayor was there for the opening of that. And finally, they will get an opportunity to visit the landmark 6th Street Bridge, which connects downtown Los Angeles to East Los Angeles. And we have talked about the uniqueness of the various designs that make up the bridge, and the unique lighting on the bridge, and the fact that it was probably one of the most expensive publicly funded bridges in the country during the time in which we were able to obtain it. So, as we talk about our Engineering Day interns, it's my pleasure to give each of them an opportunity to introduce themselves, to talk about what area of engineering they are majoring in, and just briefly state why they want to be engineers. So let's start with Omolade Ola from Morgan State. Can you introduce yourself and tell the board what area of engineering you're involved in and why you have chosen engineering? Omolade Ola from Morgan State. If she is not there, we will go to Victoria.
She is there.
She's here.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Omolade Ola. I go by Lade. I got my bachelor's in electrical engineering in 2019 from Morgan, and I'm studying advanced computing right now in grad school. The reason I chose engineering was I was a very curious child. I would I would open every like things like lamp, like things like that in the house. Like I would just open them up. You know, I was always very curious. I wanted to be a medical doctor, but like I didn't understand why. I just had like an attraction to like my curiosity, and it led me into the field and the world of engineering. So here I am.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Victoria Dada from Morgan State University. Morgan State is in Baltimore, Maryland, by the way.
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria Dada. I'm a rising senior at Morgan State University. I'm a civil engineering major, concentration in structural engineering, but I have been doing research in transportation and sustainable materials. And I want to be an engineer to basically give back to my community and use my passion for learning and problem solving and building to give back to my community.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Samuel Brody from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. Sam.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Samuel Brody. I prefer to go by Cristo. I go to Morehouse College, class 24 from Detroit, Michigan, studying applied physics and electrical engineering. And I got into engineering because I've always liked cars. And as I've gone on through life and as the world has begun to progress, I chose electrical engineering to work on electric vehicles because we need to move away from gas vehicles and reduce carbon emissions, and cars are a big contributor to that. So I want to help usher electric vehicles into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Next, we have Lorraine Mandojupa from the University of District of Columbia. Lorraine.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good morning. My name is Lorraine Manjupa, and I have a bachelor in civil engineering, and I'm currently completing my bachelor in mathematics and completing my master's in civil engineering. And the reason why I'm interested in engineering is because first, my dad is educated, and I've always wanted to be better than him, but most importantly, I wanted to be a scientist for NASA. So that's that. And I'm also a woman, and engineering is a male-dominated field. So I just want to be a representation for women who look like me. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lorraine.
Right.
Next, we have Joy Spears from Hampton University in Virginia.
Hi, that's me. My name is Joy Spears. I am a rising senior at Hampton University studying chemical engineering. And the reason why I chose engineering is because I've always had a thing for math and science ever since I could walk. And I realized later on that I also care a lot about the environment. So I wanted to go into engineering to focus on sustainability and energy. And I want to eventually do research and contribute scientifically to the community to move innovation forward towards renewable energy.
Thank you so much, Joy. Next, we have Deshaun Dotson from Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Deshaun. Okay. I don't know if Deshaun is there. We will go to Dante Daniels, also from Morgan State University in Baltimore. Dante, are you there?
Yes, hi, good morning. I'm Dante Daniels. I go to Morgan State, civil engineering major. I'm a senior. I chose engineering because I just wanted to help people. I wanted to produce a tangible product for the betterment of others. And so engineering is, and that's what engineers do. So I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Dante. Next, we have Zanaya Turner from Howard University in Washington, D.C.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Zania Turner. I am a senior civil engineering major at Howard University. The reason I chose engineering is just I always enjoyed problem solving and math, and I want to be able to give back and improve within the communities, especially I'm from California, so helping improving in those communities would be great to me.
Thank you so much, Zania. Next, we have Courtney Garrett, also from Morgan State University. Courtney. Okay. If Courtney's not here, let's have Sylvester Carroll from Southern University. Okay. Next, I'll go to Savannah Lovelace Swan from Hampton University in Virginia.
Hello, good morning. My name is Savannah Lovelace Swan. I'm a rising senior at Hampton University studying chemical engineering. Like Zania, I am from Los Angeles, and I took an internship with the city of Los Angeles, and I toured Hyperion, and that further opened my eyes to becoming an engineer, going into the environmental field to help make the world a better place and sustain what we already have.
Thank you so much, Savannah. Next, we have Asna.
Hello?
Next,
Excuse
we
me.
have, yes.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but me and my two, Sylvester and Deshaun are together. We just got our audio to connect. I know you
Okay.
had called on a couple times. If it's okay, are we able to go right now?
Yes, you may.
Okay, continue. Okay, we just left our site. It was actually pretty fun. If you can see our vests and our hats, we had a good time.
The port's in the house.
The port is in the house. I'm gonna
Okay,
let
so
you go.
I want you to, I would like for you to introduce yourself and to tell us about the area of engineering you are majoring in and briefly why you want to be an engineer. Who wants to go first? Is it Deshaun? Deshaun, did you want to go first?
Yes, sir. I'm Deshaun Dodson. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I just recently graduated from Southern University this past spring. I'm very interested in engineering because I grew up in high school, like studying engineering. So I had that experience. Luckily, like knowing what I wanted to do before I started college. So it was an easy, decide what major to go into whenever I. Sir.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Sylvester Carroll there from Southern University? Okay, who else did I miss?
Just
Courtney, you had called my name.
Okay. Introduce
But
your,
we were trying to get to the audio.
yeah, introduce yourself and tell us your major and why you want to be an engineer briefly.
Okay, my name's Courtney. I'm currently a double E major, electrical engineering major at Morgan State. One of the main reasons why I chose to do engineering, well, I was grateful to be exposed to it during high school. During high school, I went to a STEM school, so my major there was engineering, so I kind of been exposed to it since about 9th or 10th grade. But one of the main reasons why I chose this profession was just because I was really interested in the innovative aspect of it, creating new things, solving problems. And you'll be surprised how many people you can help on a day-to-day by just doing your job correctly, how much it can affect not only your community, but also globally. One thing I wanted to say, so far on our site today, we've had an amazing time. I've seen so many new things, and we were able to see the port of of everything that goes on with importing and exporting goods in the city of Los Angeles. It's interesting. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic.
Wonderful.
Good morning.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Sylvester Carroll. I'm a junior civil engineering major at Southern University in Baton Rouge. The reason I chose engineering as my profession was a lot of the reason would be I wanted to secure a well-paying career, of course, and I also wanted to make a difference in my community as well as others if, I was given the opportunity to do so. And like Courtney said, it's been a great event. We're enjoying ourselves for the most part. Thank you. I'm thankful for Mr. Brian and Mr. Kevin. So I just appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Sylvester. Did I miss anyone else, or did we get everyone to present? I think that might be everyone, and we want to thank each.
Dr. Davis, I think somebody's raising their hand.
Okay.
Come on down.
Good morning. I think you called me earlier.
Yes.
My name is Asana Anima Sean. I'm a senior from Morgan State University, and I'm a transportation engineering major. I chose this major because my goal is to help modernize the transit system by developing different intelligent transportation systems, and that hopefully can encourage people to use public transportation and ultimately reduce CO2 emission, and just for us to have a more efficient economy where we can all work together to make the air quality better by opting not always to drive, but creating systems that are safe and make the public confident in using public transportation, and it's also as efficient as taking your car, or even better. So I just want to help modernize public transportation and just get all of us working together to improve our air quality. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Asanat. And thank you each of the individual interns in Engineering Day. This project, again, will focus on engineering projects, and it will allow them an opportunity to see the challenges in the city of Los Angeles, in our region, and also to experience the solutions and the projects that those who are engineers in Los Angeles help to manage. So we're very happy and pleased to have our second program. We have one final one that will be in a few weeks, which will be Scientific and Technology Day, where each of the students who participate in that particular program will present an engineering project to the Board of Public Works, from which we will grade first, second, and third place, something similar to what we have done in other similar projects. So overall, we will have had 3 various internship programs for the summer where we have introduced students to engineering hiring organizations within the city of Los Angeles, exposed them to engineering challenges and solutions, and most of all, given these students an opportunity to observe the various cultures that practice engineering in the city of Los Angeles, and at the same time imagining themselves and the cultural diversity that they might be able to add to the engineering community in the city of Los Angeles. thank you all so very much for introducing yourselves to the Board of Public Works. And Madam President, I don't know if our members would like to have any brief remarks, but thank you so very much for allowing us to present these students who have chosen to participate in the engineering internship programs for Los Angeles this year.
Wow, well, thank you, Dr. Davis, for everything you're doing on making sure that a lot of our young upcoming engineers get such a rich experience here in the city. I mean, what a great experience. I see folks with vests now walking around our city. And all of you experiencing and visiting Los Angeles, welcome. And welcome. I hope that you enjoy just obtaining everything that we do here in the city. Public Works is the second largest department in the city, and we're very proud of that because we do a lot here. So every aspect that you bring is important. And not only are you learning, but we're learning. We also want to hear from different set of eyes, different set of the world to see how we can improve and do better here. But I'm gonna open it up to my colleagues, see if anybody wants to give you any inspiring words. But I just want to say thank you, welcome, congratulations. You are experiencing something so rich and beautiful, and I hope that you take this back to your classmates and just tell them how, the experience you had, whatever it was, the experience you just had here in Los Angeles. We're a great city, and we really love to just welcome everybody. So we hope to see your job application soon.
Yes.
But I just want to say congratulations all. Thank you for all your accomplishments through your school, your BA, your master's, all of that. Congratulations. You've come a long way, and there's more to go.
Thank you.
All right, colleagues, anybody want to say any departing words before we say goodbye to our interns? All right, colleagues are being shy today, but I know on behalf of the Board of Public Works, welcome, enjoy your stay. Hope you guys catch a Dodger game since you're out here. And anything
Yes.
that's Dodger related or Hollywood, anything that's really LA iconish, I hope you catch it and have a good time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Davis, for this. Really amazing. Thank you to everybody at Sanitation, too, for hosting our interns.
Mhm. And the Bureau of Engineer did hosted this one.
And the Bureau of Engineering, thank you so much. It's really nice. Thank you, Dr. Davis, for doing this. It reminds us of, of what our young students need to.
Yes, yes. We have a very large engineering community. And so to make a dynamic impact, we've engaged the various different engineering hiring departments in the program. So you'll find that the Bureau of Sanitation did the intensive, the Bureau of Engineer did the engineering day, and we have the Bureau of Building and Safety and Transportation who will do the one where they present an engineering project, which engages all of our various engineering hiring units to provide leadership over these internship programs so that each unit will get an opportunity of leadership in managing these projects.
Very nice. Thank you, Dr. Davis, for your hard work. And also shout out to Dr. Campos for his background work that he does around this too. Thank you.
Oh yeah, couldn't do it without him. And also Ted.
Ted Jordan, that's right. In
our lawyer engineer.
Yeah, our lawyer engineer. Very nice. I mean, even that is a nice exposure for the students. They can also go into law. And, and that's a nice element for them. So thank you all for doing
Yeah,
this.
and like law, engineering has so many subspecialties like law does. There are different kinds of engineers, as we all know, from civil engineer, structural engineer, architectural engineer, environmental engineer. Thus, the various departments and bureaus often practice different kinds of engineering, as do the students study different kinds of engineering. And so that's why it's critically important to have more than just one department or unit involved in the leadership of it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Davis, for leading us on this presentation this morning, too. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Yay, I know you do deserve a clap. Very nice.
Yes.
All right. Well, moving on to business stuff, Dr. Davis. And
Yes.
everybody else, I always, like, the transition is always so weird. But let's move on to item number 1, the Bureau of Sanitation. This is a contract acceptance, Crescent Drive 8735, 8765, and 9003, bulkheads, BCA and Bureau of Engineering, Council District 4, recommending the board to 1, accept this contract. And what do we have here for all these contract acceptance?
We have Mr. Ruben Flamenco and President Garcia. You may consider taking 1 through 3 together. They're all contract acceptances.
Okay.
And we have Ruben Flamenco from the Bureau of Street Lighting to present.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm George Espindola. I am. so
Yeah,
sorry.
I
George
was
Espindola.
a little confused there. Okay.
That was my fault. I highlighted the incorrect person, Ruben. I'm gonna remove you from the spotlight, and George, I'm adding you to the
I
spotlight.
think Ruben is next, and then Mr. Ventola. Mr. Ventola, they were taking away your presentation.
My turn, yes, I know.
Just
Thank you
kidding.
for that.
All right. Do you want me to just read them really quick into the record, and then you give us context?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, President.
I just read number 1 into the record. Number 2, this is BCA and Bureau of Engineering, Council District 11, contract acceptance, Vista Del Mar, 2,200 and 3,200 feet north of Imperial Highway, bulkheads, recommending the board to 1, accept this contract. And 3, item number 3, agenda contract acceptance, street lighting conduit only, project unit 3, high voltage conversion, fiscal year 2017-2018, Bureau of Contract Administration and the Bureau of Street Lighting for Council District 4, 11, 14, and 15. Recommending the board to 1, accept this report. Mr. Espindola, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you, President. Good morning. This is George Espinola with the Bureau of Contract Administration. This is item number 1, Crescent Drive 8735, bulkheads in Council District 4. On December 2nd, 2019, this contract was awarded on a competitive basis to Mike Purlich and Sons Incorporated using the emergency geotechnical on-call list approved by your board in 2019. The project was awarded for $795,395 with a not to exceed budget of $954,474. The contract provided the construction of 3 bulkheads along Crescent Drive, which is a very narrow street in Hollywood Hills. The work included repaving the street and new guardrails and hydro seeding for landscaping. 1 change order was issued, decreasing the total cost of the project to $792,278.16, which is 0.39% below its award amount. Change orders adjusted contract quantities. Funding was through SB1 funds. The contractor has complied with all the EEO and labor compliance requirements. No specific MBE, WBE levels were established due to the emergency nature of the work. The project was completed on December 17, 2020. There are no unresolved property complaints or disputed funds for this project. This is item number 2, Vista Del Mar, 3,300 feet north of Imperial Highway, bulkheads in CD 11. On May 12, 2020, this contract was awarded on a competitive basis to Clark Contracting Corporation using the emergency geotech on-call list approved by your board on 2019. This project was awarded for $1,117,262 with a not to exceed budget of $1,340,714. The contract provided the construction of 3 bulkheads along Vista Del Mar in the West LA coastal area. The work included repaving the street and new guardrails and hydro seeding landscape. 1 change order was issued, decreasing the total cost of the project to $1,039,280.63, which is 6.98% below its award amount. Again, the change orders adjusted contract quantities. Funding was through SB1 funds. The contractor has complied with all other EEO and labor compliance requirements. No specific MBE, WBE levels were established due to emergency nature as well of this project. The project was completed on March 5th, 2021, and there are no unresolved property complaints or disputed funds. Lastly, item number 3, This is a street lighting conduit only project, Unit 3, high voltage conversion. This contract was executed by your board on February 18, 2018 to KDC Dyna Electric Incorporated in the amount of $2,507,584 with a contingency amount of $376,116 for a total authorized budget of $2,883,700. The project provided the installation of new street light conduits to facilitate future conversions of street lighting systems from high voltage to low voltage system. The work was in multiple locations throughout Council Districts, Council District 4, 11, 14, and 15. 20 change orders were issued, increasing the total cost of the project to $1,750,539 with 28 cents, which is 4.2% above the award amount. The 20 change orders were issued, increasing the cost amount of $375,321, bringing the total cost to $2,882,905. Change orders added additional conduits, runs in the area where BSL, the Bureau of Street Lighting, identified additional street lighting outages and failures. Funds were provided by MICLA Funds 2017 and Street Lighting Construction Funds. All work, including final corrections, were completed on April 15, 2021. The Bureau of Contract Administration's Office of Contract Compliance has found that this contractor has complied with all the project's EEO and label requirements. There are no undisputed funds or unresolved property complaints or issues. That concludes my reports on all three items.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Spindola, for your thorough report on all three items. Any questions, colleagues? No questions. I take it there weren't any disputed situations, and if there was, everything has been now cleared off since we're closing the fund, accepting all these contracts?
That is correct, Madam President.
Okay. All right. I don't see Dr. Davis. Maybe he got a bad connection.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can see it now. Okay.
Okay. I think I got disconnected. I think he has to reconnect me. Thank you.
There you are, back again. All right. Well, I don't see any questions, any objections, colleagues?
None from me.
Either. Is there a second to my motion to move items 1, 2, 3 forward and forthwith?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Dr. Campos, there's a first by me and a second by Dr. Davis to move item 1, 2, and 3 forward and forthwith.
Absolutely. We'll start the voting tabulation now. We'll start with you, Madam President.
Aye.
Vice President Villegas.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Davis.
Davis, aye.
Commissioner Corzan.
Aye.
And Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
This motion is adopted and carries unanimous. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Spindola. Have a good week.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Moving on to item number 4. This is funding adjustment supplemental agreement number 1 for personal services agreement, NBS Government Finance Group, Inc. From the Bureau of Street Lighting in all council districts, recommending the board to 1, authorize the update on the funding source for the supplemental agreement number 1 to Street Lighting Maintenance Assessment Fund, and 2, authorize the Director of the Bureau of Street Lighting or designate with concurrence of the Director of Accounting or designate to modify the funding source account numbers and make necessary technical adjustments to the supplemental agreement of the contract as appropriate. Mr. Flamenco.
Good morning, Ruben Flamenco, Bureau of Street Lighting. The Bureau of Street Lighting entered into supplemental agreement number 1 to personal service contract C138383 with NBS Government Finance Group in June of 2022, following the adoption of our board report on May 18, 2022. This was to extend the contract end date of December 10, 2021 by 9 months to September 7, 2022. The original 6-month contract duration executed in May of 2021 commenced on June 14, 2021. This increase in contract duration is to provide additional services, including supporting the citywide ballot process, conducting related follow-up phone and mail surveys, and performing outreach services. The Bureau of Street Lighting, with the concurrence of the Office of Accounting, proposes to update the funding source for supplemental agreement number 1 to Street Lighting Maintenance Assessment Fund, Fund 347, Department 50, Appropriation Unit 50 TLOO. What happened is on the board report that was adopted on May 18, 2022, we failed to include the fund number, the department number, and the appropriation unit number on the report. And as a result, we have been unable to pay the invoices that we received from NBS because of this omission. So therefore, we are requesting the board to authorize the update on the funding source for supplemental agreement number 1 to Street Lighting Maintenance Assessment Fund, Fund 347, Department 50, Appropriation Unit 50 TLOO. And second, for the Director of the Bureau of Street Lighting or designee, with concurrence of the Director of Accounting or designee, to modify the funding source account numbers and make necessary technical adjustments to supplemental agreement number 1 of contract C1383A3 as appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Flamenco. Any questions, colleagues? Doesn't sound like any. Mr. Flamenco, have we been able to move forward with the scope of the services with
We have been with the cooperation of NBS. They understand that we had this omission, this glitch, and they've been very, we've been working, we have a good rapport, we're working very well with them, and they know that once we make this correction, that we will be paying their invoices effectively immediately. Like I said, we just had this little glitch.
Yeah, a pretty big glitch though.
Yes.
All right, let's try to get them paid as soon as possible. This is a service we've been wanting to execute and move forward for a very long time. So let's move on that. Thank you, Mr. Flamenco. Is there a motion on the table to move item number 4 forward and forthwith?
So move.
Thank you, Commissioner Reyes. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Davis and by VP Villegas. Dr. Campos, there's a first by Commissioner Reyes and a second by Dr. Davis and Vice President Villegas to move item number 4 forward and forthwith.
Yes, we'll start the voting tabulation at this time. We'll start with you, President Garcia.
Aye.
Vice President Villegas.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Davis.
Davis, aye.
Commissioner Sultan.
Aye.
And Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
This motion is adopted and carries unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Flamenco, thank you very much for all this work you're doing and have a good week.
Thank you. Likewise.
Bye-bye. All right, moving us on to item number 5. This is a correction of contract number SOMAS Consultant Lincoln Bridge Multimodal Improvement Project from the request from the Bureau of Engineering in Council District 11, recommending the board to approve the request to correct the SOMAS Consultant contract number from C-134481 to C-134269 in the board report for this project that was adopted on May 25th, 2022. And Mr. Guerrero, are you here for this item?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, commissioners. Again, my name is Eddie Guerrero. I oversee the Central City and the West LA Planning and Development Review offices at DOT. And as was mentioned, my business on today's agenda is really just to correct some text in the board report that was approved by the members on May 25th. Apparently, the firm that we are using to complete environmental work for the Lincoln Bridge project has 2 contracts with DOE, one on their civil bench and one on their bridge bench. And so the contract number, as mentioned in the heading of the report, refers to their, bridge contract. And the contract number in the body of the report refers to their civil. And I was informed by the NTP processing at the Project Award Division of DOE that the correct contract number is the civil contract, since this is environmental work. And so this is really just to correct the number in the heading so that it matches the contract number in the body of the text.
Okay, Mr. Guerrero, sounds pretty technical here. Any questions, colleagues? Hearing none, is there a motion on the table to move item number 5 forward?
So move.
Thank you, Vice President Villegas. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Dr. Campos, there's a first by VP Villegas and a second by Dr. Davis to move item number 5 forward and forthwith.
Absolutely. We'll start the voting tabulation now. We'll start with you, Madam Chair.
Aye.
Vice President Villegas,
Aye.
President Pro Tem Davis,
Davis, aye.
Commissioner Corzine,
Aye.
and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
This motion is adopted and carries unanimous. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Campos. Thank you, Mr. Guerrero, for that. Have a good rest of the week.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, moving on to administrative items of today. So we will not have a presenter on this item. Item number 6, mayoral approval, memorandum of understanding, Department of Water and Power tree planting program for energy efficiency. The mayor has approved and authorized the Board of Public Works on behalf of the Office of Forest Management to execute the proposed memorandum of understanding to continue funding and operation of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, a water energy efficiency tree planting program in the amount not to exceed $3,392,511.32 for a term for 1 year with a term of 1 year with 2 1-year renewal options. Additional authorizing the Board of Public Works Executive Officer to exercise the renewal options upon communication from LADWP, which would increase the total cumulative amount under this MOU to $5,800,000 and $8,700,000 respectively. And colleagues, we do not have a presenter on this item. Is there a second to my motion to move this item forward and forthwith?
So move.
Thank you. Commissioner Reyes and Commissioner Corzine. Dr. Campos is the first by Commissioner Reyes and a second by Commissioner Corzine to move item number 6 forward and forthwith.
Absolutely. We'll start the voting tabulation now. We'll start with you, President Garcia.
Aye.
Vice President Villegas,
Aye.
President Pro Tem Davis,
Davis, aye.
Commissioner Corzine, Commissioner Corzine,
Aye.
and Commissioner Reyes.
Aye.
This motion is adopted and carries unanimous. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Campos. And lastly, we're done with our voting items. Moving on to oral report. And item number 7, this is community level contract motion status update of bureaus advisement number 1. And we should have here probably folks from the Bureau of Contract Administration.
Yes, we have from engineering, we have Greg Vandergriff. From contract administration, Jessica Lopez. From street services, Christine Lee and Martha Iniguez. From street lighting, we have James Quigley, and from sanitation, John Pattison.
Great. We'll go as follows. Bureau of Engineering, Bureau of Contract Administration, Bureau of Street Services, Bureau of Street Lighting, and last, Bureau of Sanitation. All right, let's start with BOE. Greg, and you just left.
Sorry, Commissioner.
No worries. Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to see all of you. The Bureau of Engineering is reporting on its community level contracting efforts. For the last quarter of fiscal year 21-22, this is the quarter from April 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2022. We had a contract issued to LA Electricom Incorporated for sidewalk repair program, small sidewalk repair access request acceleration package number 21 for the amount of $65,286.82. We also released sidewalk repair program, small sidewalk repair access request acceleration package number 22 to Access Pacific Incorporated for $86,090.26. We released sidewalk repair program package, small sidewalk repair access request acceleration package number 23 to Geronimo Concrete Incorporated for $69,648.02. We also released small sidewalk repair access request acceleration package number 24 for $83,334. Commissioners, I should mention that all of these are small businesses, and that they are also, many of them are also local businesses and minority businesses. For the upcoming, for our solar photovoltaic program, solar photovoltaic and energy storage system, we do not have any contracts at this time issued, nor will we have any contracts for the upcoming quarter, July 1st, 2022 to September 30th, 2022. Likewise with our sidewalk repair program, we're in the process of getting packages prepared for those contracts and contractors, and as soon as those are ready, we'll come back to your board. That concludes my report. Are there any questions?
Any questions for Bureau of Engineering? Commissioner Reyes.
Did you have an opportunity, did those small contracts have an opportunity to hire locally?
They did, Commissioner. Like I said, many of them, these are small businesses, so they're actually local businesses. I don't have the information in front of me as to which ones are local business and which ones are not.
Is it possible to track that in the future as to, and probably it's for Jessica, to a Jessica question, to track how many folks we've hired locally who live in the city of LA?
We can get that information, Commissioner.
Thank you. That will be important. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Reyes. Thank you, the Bureau of Engineering. Great. All right, moving on to the Bureau of Contract Administration. Jessica, good morning. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hi, good morning, commissioners. Thank you for having us here. My name is Jessica Lopez. I am the Clear Contracting Analyst with the Bureau of Contract Administration, and I will be representing the Bureau's presentation on our community level contracting. So for those that are not aware, we've talked that CLC is a practice of unbundling large contracts into workable packages. Under the Public Works motion, the Bureau of Contract Administration was instructed to provide guidance to assist with public works bureaus in creating implementation strategies, plans, and evaluation methodologies for CLC. Currently, BCA has no CLC contracting opportunities at this time. We only do contracting via Office of Wage Standards, and those are mostly community-based organizations, otherwise known as nonprofits that we work with. Since our last report, we met with the Bureau of Street Services to discuss a CLC opportunity related to street paving work. We started initial conversations with the Department of Aging, so that's a department outside of our bureau, to explain what CLC is and discuss a potential CLC opportunity in regards to meal preparation and delivery. And ongoing conversations are happening with the Department of Aging to see where that could take us. We are also continuing to develop a CLC toolkit to help explain what is CLC and also provide guidance to departments and bureaus on how to start implementing CLC. That is my end of my presentation. I can take any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. Any questions for the Bureau of Contract Administration? Seeing none. Thank you, Ms. Lopez, for your presentation. Have a good rest of the week.
You as well, thank you.
All right. Moving on to the Bureau of Street Services. What do we have here?
Good morning, President Garcia, Board Commissioners, Board staff, engineering students, and the public. My name is Martha Inez. I'm representing the Bureau of Street Services to report on the community level contracting from April to June. The first item is for the landscape median island contracts. To give smaller businesses the opportunity to bid on these contracts, they were split from 2 areas to 4. This enabled Green Garden to bid on the landscape maintenance opportunity and become a brand new city contractor. Although not noted on the report, Mariposa Landscapes recently obtained a WBE certification in addition to their MBE and LBE certs. Sunny Group has updated their SBE and EBE certifications. They are no longer expired as stated on the report. The board reports for all for businesses are currently being drafted to exercise the second and final one-year renewal option, which will extend the term of the contracts to October 2023. We will be assisting the Urban Forestry Division to explore methods that will further break down areas in order to provide more opportunities to smaller contractors. There is currently no change to the freeway off-ramp closure services contract with Sterndale Enterprises, who is an SBE and LBE certified business. This is a 3-year contract. It is for about $200,000 a year. It terminates in August 2024, and we look forward to creating community-level opportunities at that time. Finally, the board approved adding truckers to the as-needed haul truck program, renewing all contracts for 1 year, and authorizing a $15 million AE to cover the expenses for 2022-23. The report states 14.8 million. That is incorrect. It's 15 million actually. 2 truckers quit the program in May, and a total of 18 truckers were added in June. We currently have a total of 94 truckers on this program. About 18% of them are MBE, WBE, or SBE certified. Most of the truckers on this program are, however, small business owners, though only a few of them are SBE certified. We have reached out to all the truckers to inform them of the benefits of having business enterprise certifications and how to apply for them. We have had some positive feedback and continue to assist those interested through the process. We have one potential CLC opportunity, which is for the sidewalk and park vending outreach and education. It will be a 3-year pre-qualified on-call contract. Potentially 5 of the original 8 vendors are still interested in participating. The total yearly budget will be about $350,000, but we are looking to limit the tosses to no more than about $100,000. We will bring more information to the board about this in the next coming months. As new contracts are explored and as current contracts expire, we will continue to encourage our project managers to look at their projects with community-level contracting in mind and ask them to bring innovative ideas to open opportunities to small businesses. That concludes my report on the community-level contracting for the Bureau of Street Services.
Thank you, Ms. Iniguez, for your report. Vice President Villegas.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate your report, Ms. Iniguez. Just going back to the first business that you mentioned, Green Garden, are they a nonprofit? Are they a for-profit business?
I do not have that information with me, but I can research that and get back to you.
Okay. All right. And thank you also for giving us a brief update on the truckers. I know that that's been ongoing. So I look forward to hearing your report next quarter. Hopefully we can get more truckers to get certified in our program so that they can be eligible for just more opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
That as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Vice President Villegas. On that note, Jessica and Ms. Inge and Martha, can you guys get together and see if BCA can provide a orientation or a webinar for the truckers to have more of a specialized, and tailored to the truckers to see how we can get them certified? So perhaps you guys, BCA and BSS can get together and perform something special for the truckers just so that they can understand it a little more, a little better.
Yes, President Garcia. They have been provided with general webinars and information, but we will speak to BCA and try to coordinate with new training just for them.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I see Linda McClinchy has her hand up. Linda? Hi, Linda. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Linda McClinchy with the Bureau of Contract Administration. Just to follow up on Commissioner Villegas' question, Green Gardens is a for-profit business. And as Martha said, Bureau of Street Services had reached out to us. We provided them with our YouTube video link for Lighting the Way webinars regarding the different types of certification and the benefits of those certifications. We can work with street services in the future as well to perhaps do some sort of one targeted meeting or conference with the specific trucking program participants.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you, Linda, for the additional context on the information we requested. I would appreciate if you guys can do that and how we can get a lot of our truckers more informed on more specifically on how they can get through this process. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Ms. Iniguez, on your report. And thank you, Ms. Lopez, for also agreeing to work with Bureau Street Service on focusing on our trucker program. All right. Was that all for Bureau Street Services? I think so. All right. Moving on to the Bureau of Street Lighting.
Good morning, Commissioners. James Quigley, representing the Bureau of Street Lighting. Community level contractor quarterly report is going to be April to June. So since the last report was made, we did add 8 contractors to the on-call list for the Bureau of Street Lighting, smaller security lighting type projects, all of which met, of course, the Bureau of Contract Administration criteria to to be eligible for such things. Currently, we have 2 active projects for the on-call contractors list. This is Vision Zero Bus Stop Security Lighting Unit 1, Segment 1, and Vision Zero Bus Stop Security Lighting Unit 1, Segment 2. Unit 1 will install 12 new security lights around bus stops, total value of about $68,000. And Segment 2 will install 28 new security lights for a total value of about $70,000. These projects have been awarded. Segment 1 was offered sequentially to each of the contractors on the list. All contractors declined until we reached Servitec Electric Incorporated, who accepted the job. Of course, they went to the bottom of the list after they accepted Segment 1. And again, we offered Segment 2 to all contractors on the list, all of whom declined. And then Servitec picked Segment 2 also. So Servitec will be completing both of these segments of this project. BSL has ordered the equipment for both projects. The estimated delivery date is September 30th. Contractor will pick up the equipment immediately, and construction will begin as soon as they have collected that. We estimate that to be October 4th, 2022. And those are the only 2 projects that we have active at this time for this bus stop security lighting. So that concludes a fairly brief report. I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Quigley, for that. Was there a reason why the other folks on the on-call list did not respond to the request or to the work?
Well, yeah, I actually kind of insisted that they respond to a degree because I wanted to know why there was such a universal refusal. They are quite busy, and they thought that my prices were low. So, you know, we have stipulated prices for the installation of things. And of course, we base these prices on what our field crews can do the job for. And then I add a little bit, you know, in the estimation. So I think given the current environment, the inflation rate, stuff like that, you know, and a lot of these equipment, although we're, you know, Bureau of Street Lighting is supplying the equipment, there was a general sense I got that they could make more money elsewhere. So that's kind of where we are, and that was, you know, basically for these two jobs, you know, and it may be that that's going to settle down in the future. It's kind of a you know, a cycle of some uncertainty. But Servitec was quite willing to accept these jobs, and we don't want to get too far ahead of what our crews could install the equipment for. So it's got to be based in some sort of reality, and you know, I just think that some contractors are quite busy at the moment. So that's a kind of a long-winded explanation for a simple question. It's all about the money. Yeah.
Okay. Perhaps you might want, as more opportunities come along, you might want to hear what is it that your constituency on this, you know, this segment of your work, what is it that they're conflicting? So you said like they could do money somewhere else more, or they wanted to purchase some, all of that, and take into consideration so that we can expand the pool of those receiving these community contract level opportunities. Because I'm very aware that Servitec has quite a few of contracts with you guys, and want to make sure that we diverse that contract pool.
We have been making every effort to do exactly that, but yes, point well taken.
Yeah, perhaps you might want to look at your outreach efforts and reconsider expanding that so that you can maybe reach out to more. Also, maybe contact your contract administration to see if there's any other businesses that do this type of work, and try to get, you know, reach out to them when you have the opportunities open and available. All right, Mr. Quigley, I want to make sure we diversify that contract pool. All right, so any questions for the Bureau of Street Lighting? Commissioner Reyes.
Also, Mr. Quigley, if you can, after the work is done by that contractor, to tell that story and share it with others so that there will be a good model or an example of that specific project, and perhaps convince those contractors who declined that this is an opportunity worth taking the risk. So it's just a matter of framing it, messaging it, and sharing that so that we can expand awareness about the community level, contracting level.
Yes, Commissioner.
Thank you, Commissioner Reyes. All right, any other questions, comments? Hearing none. Have a good rest of the week, Mr. Quigley.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a great week.
Thank you. All right, moving on to our last bureau, the Bureau of Sanitation. Mr. Patterson.
Thank you, President Garcia. Good morning, everyone. John Patterson with LA Sanitation and Environment. We currently have one community level contracting opportunity. It's still pending award at this point in time. It's an RFQ for landscaping and site services for our various LA Sanitation facilities. The project manager is still in negotiations with the bidding proposers. It will be creating two lists for large work packages and small work packages for our local businesses. It's my understanding that at least one of the proposers that selected to be chose to be selected to the small list is both a minority and women-owned business enterprise. So we will hopefully be getting them on board for that small list, the community level contracting. But again, that project is still currently pending contract negotiations. We are hoping to have the board report completed and before the board sometime next month. We are meeting with our project managers of the various divisions each month we discuss with them the possibilities of community level contracting on their upcoming opportunities, whether or not they could be broken up into smaller work packages, either work packages based on cost or price, or whether it may be possible to break them up into various geographic opportunities. We have had one PM who felt that they have an upcoming RFQ that could be potentially broken up based on geographic areas that may facilitate community level contracting. But that is still very early in the preliminary stage at this point in time. Short report, probably a good thing. I've gone last, I guess. If you have any questions, I am open for them now.
Great, Mr. Patterson. Thank you so much. Any questions for the Bureau of Sanitation? Hearing none. Okay, Mr. Patterson. Thank you for your report. We look forward to those open opportunities that you guys are talking about now.
Absolutely. We look forward to implementing some of that in the future as well. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.
You too. Thank you. Have a good week. All right. Dr. Campos, have we cleared the desk?
Yes, you have.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Campos. Thank you, everyone. It is 11:15 on Wednesday, August 10th. This meeting is officially now adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Thank you.